Welcome to Thriving Tribesmen. My name is Curry, your host, and I'm excited to be making this episode. Today, read one of the most ridiculous posts on Facebook. I'm going to try and be short, and I know I've said I'm going to try to be short on this episode, and then I end up hitting a 10-minute. So I'm really sorry about that. But sometimes I try to be short, and then I get into a row. So I really think this one is going to be short. So it was a post about this guy who was professing the love of his life and saying she's amazing, this amazing goddess, and that they love each other. He's never ever even considered being with another woman, and regardless of the sexless relationship, he would never cheat on her or stay, because he's that kind of guy. And I thought, wow, this is amazing. And then he went on to say, because of the sexless relationship, he's gone on to have depression. Now, we all know how that feels. Any man in this world who goes through a dry spell will suffer some kind of depression. And if it's a depression that's induced, or at least as a contribution or contributed by the sexless relationship, then there is other ways that can be dealt with it that is not medically, or at least a medical solution to it. So he said he went on to the doctor, then the doctor prescribed some antidepressants, and now he's never been happier because the antidepressants have caused him to lose his sexual appetite. Now, there's all kinds of messed up, and this is me just judging. So he could be completely happy, and this is how they found a way of having a fulfilling relationship. And who am I to judge? But I think it's from a mindset of a low value male, and this is very important because I think most guys that are in sexless relationships are high value males that just do not know how to showcase how high value they are within that relationship, so they can have leverage within that relationship. I think when you consider yourself a low value male, and or let's just say beta male for lack of a better term, if you're beta male, you are going to be in reaction to the low libido partner, and whatever they say is what you become. So it's kind of like in a cuckolding to a certain extent. So for those who don't know what cuckolding is when a woman chooses not to have sex with her husband, but might end up having sex with another man, for instance. So, and again, I'm not saying your partner is cheating. What I'm just saying is that she just chooses not to have sex with you, and so you just have to be, your sexual desire is your sexual desire. She won't take any parts of your sexual desire, and that's what most guys end up in. And especially if you're a low value male, you become accepting of whatever affection comes your way, and you will lower your standards. And this guy is, in my opinion, has lowered the standards. Like I said, he could be potentially happy, and if he's found happiness in this, who am I to judge? Who am I to say otherwise? But being a guy, I know that there's certain things that you can't just turn off. So in terms, this is based on instincts and a desire and how your brain is wired. If that's what you need to connect, and that's what's caused you to go into depression, you can balance those chemicals in your brain, and you can chemically castrate your balls, but the mental stimulus that you need in order to feel connection will never fade away. So I find this the most ridiculous solution to a behavioral problem, because when you think about it, really, you're not in a sexless relationship problem. The issue is not the sex that is not happening. The issue is within desire that your partner is not feeling, and that desire is only prompted by the environment that you create based off the behaviors that you're exhibiting. Because what's caused this situation to happen is age. So by the time they get to 35 to 40, they've lost testosterone, so they're not spontaneously getting aroused. Therefore, you need to create a stimulus for them mentally. You need to create an environment where you're playful, so in order that they can start feeling or at least engaging intersexually, because a woman can go for the rest of her life without having an orgasm, just based off the fact that they will not spontaneously have, like, you can spontaneously have a sexual desire because you've got testosterone that is within your body that stimulates that makes you want to feel that way. So this is a very, very weird way of dealing with a behavioral issue, especially when it comes to the sexless relationship. So I don't know if any of you guys have ever wished you had no sex desire. If you ever wish that you do not have a sexual desire because of the way you feel, or you've been made to feel like a pervert, and then you start wishing you didn't have a sexual desire, do not ever do that. That is beta male thinking. That is weakness. I'm so sorry to put it that way, but it is. And when you behave like that, that's exactly the thing that was going to keep you within a sexless relationship. You can never think like that. You can never be ashamed of feeling sexy. You can never be ashamed of feeling aroused. You can never feel ashamed of being a male who's got testosterone, who's ready to have a more massive bang with his wife or partner. It shouldn't be ashamed. The fact that you're ashamed of it, you allow her to make you feel ashamed of it. All of that stuff is exactly why you would stay in a sexless relationship. If at any point my wife or any woman tries to shame me for being a sexual human being, I take it. I accept what they're saying. And if they say you're a pervert because I like women, I'll be like, yes. You're a pervert because you like tits, watching tits on TV. Hell yeah, I do. And I take it and I claim it because I do. And usually when I say that, they respect me a lot more when I'm accepting of who I am and what I am, and really not allow myself to be, the guy who, when the pressure comes along, I'm just going to buckle. And this is one of the things that is important. And this guy has buckled massively. She's chosen, okay, I'm not going to experience desire. I don't want to experience desire, or I don't want to resolve whatever issue. Now, again, I'm speculating here. She could have medical issues, and I'm probably just judging. But I thought that it was an interesting topic to talk about if you're in this situation where you guys are wishing never to have ever had the sexual desire, and just because you want to be married to this woman who might be actually not wanting to. Because let me put it this way. There's this couple that I was talking to, and this woman has just come into her 40s, and then she just decided to check out from being sexy. So she started cutting her hair, stopped dyeing it, really with the clothes. She wasn't really making... And she became really unattractive to the partner. Now, with society today, women can choose, and women have right to choose, and all this stuff. This is not what you signed up for as a man in your marriage. And I get it that you cannot tell your woman what to do. And I get it. I would never go and tell my wife, this is what you should wear. You should only wear this, and this is your hairstyle. But she feels a sense of duty to be sexy for me, just as much as I feel a sense of duty to pay the bills and work and provide for the family. A sense of duty of if a burglar walks into that house, I am going to handle business. So there is this unwritten rules that we work at and we operate at. And if your partner checks out sexually, there has to be a level of, this is my worth, and I will not go any lower than I already am within this relationship. So I'm not going to... I did say I was going to be short, got it in a row, so I'm sorry, guys. But if you want to learn more of this stuff, we're going to be having a masterclass next week, Thursday, and you can join to the masterclass where we're going to really go down in detail, and really we're going to make you into a sex machine. And basically, we're going to take these components, put them together, and we're going to show you how to create this environment where she's going to be stimulated to want to have sex with you and be aroused. At the same time, also empower you to see the power that you have inside you. Because when you resolve this sexless relationship, it's going to affect the rest of your life. Because right now, because you're in this issue of this sexless relationship, you don't realize how much it's affecting the rest of your life. So your income, the way you impact, you communicate with people, all of a sudden when that's resolved, it's going to increase your income, it's going to increase your focus, it's going to even increase how people admire you and look at you and respect you. So, and you don't have to take my word for it. You could, once you take the masterclass and you go and see it, and we're going to be teaching you everything that you need to go. In fact, it's more of a masterclass workshop. So I'll teach you the concept, we'll workshop the concept, and then after that, you're going to have practical exercises that you're going to go and do at home, and then really starts transforming your sexless relationship. So I'm really excited about this. Next week, Thursday, I'm going to put the times inside the web page. In fact, it's going to be on a web page. We're just going to bounce you into a Facebook group, and then when you go, I will be able to give you the dates. So that, I mean, I'll give you the dates of next week Thursday, but the times, I'll give you the times. So because there'll be people from all around the world. So we'll try and get it to a time where we can get the most engagement. So thank you very much. I'll be speaking to you soon. Take care.